Recording in progress.
What's going on, YouTube? People of YouTube. YouTubers, YouTube watchers, YouTube viewers, YouTube listeners. I don't know. Maybe you have YouTube Premium and you put us on
What are you,
like a lock screen and you're just listening.
You sound like...
Are you the pre-show for Cosmic Rewind?
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't even know.
That's
what
exactly what I
means.
thought. Epcot Terry.
In my mind, too.
I've never
Great
watched the
minds think
pre-show.
alike, Ryan.
Spoiler alert. Now I don't even have to ride the ride because I already know exactly.
You don't need
It's,
to
what,
see
it's
the
the
ride
part
anymore.
that Terrence
Yeah.
Crews says,
Terrence Crews.
Oh,
brother of Thomas Cruise.
Terry
Yo, what
Crews.
if Terry Crews and Tom Cruise are brothers?
I could see the resemblance.
Me too.
I don't at all, actually. I think they're both like totally different races.
What?
And that'll be this episode of Into the
Okay,
Disney.
so-
Mags.
I'm just
Alex
calling
cut
it.
that?
Just gonna
Hey
call the
guys,
cattle.
on the monorail.
Just gonna call the cattle. What's it called? Forget that saying. Never mind.
Blue.
Ready? You waiting for me? I'm waiting for you. You waiting for me? Greetings from the Sandpiper Vacation Mothership. This is episode 27, Into the Dizneyverse, the show where we dive into the world of Disney past, present, and future. I'm your favorite variant, Alex, and with me I have Ryan, Mags, and Chris. How you guys doing?
I'm good.
Doing great. How about you,
Pretty
Alex?
good. Speak up, guys.
Good. I'm doing great. Mags, what'd you do this week? Anything fun?
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot. So, pull back the curtain a little bit here. We just had, it's not been 1 but 2 weeks since we last recorded. So,
Correct.
a lot of things. I'll try to keep it relatively brief. So, first off, as I alluded to previously, we had a fantastic game night where we played some Disney trivia. And believe it or not, in first place was our very own Christopher Yob.
That was
at the trivia.
shocking
Chris-
to me as well.
So I'd like to congratulate ChatGPT.
Especially because the first 3 questions, I just had to click a random shape because I think I was on the phone or something. The first 3 questions.
Second place in our trivia was Canadian Kid, one of our Patreon members. Canadian Kid ended up winning an Into the Dizneyverse t-shirt. So that was just
Nice.
sent over to him. Super fun. In third place is not one of our patrons, but it is a member of our podcasting community, Remy from Remy's Roundtable, who won the annual pass holder magnet from Alex. So, super fun game night. Other than that, not a ton of Disney-related stuff. Actually, I continued to watch through The Bad Batch. Starting to get a little bit better in season 2, but again, things have been busy, so I didn't watch a ton of it.
Mm.
And then I stopped at Churchill Downs, which was super cool. Some Disney-type stuff there.
Okay.
I went to the Kentucky Derby Museum, and they had a Circle Vision theater, Circle Vision 360. I didn't realize
Ah.
that was a thing outside of Disney.
Were they playing
Yeah. No
Muppet Vision
clue.
in there?
That's not Circle Vision.
I know.
It was a Canada show?
Yeah, it's kind of.
It was similar style,
In China,
but it was really cool because you know how in the Canada show or the China show they have those bars for you to lean on?
Yeah.
Kentucky Derby Museum has stools that you sit on that turn 360 degrees. Why
Oh.
does Disney not do that?
I thought you were going to say they had
Wow.
horses that you lean on.
Yeah, a little disappointed actually.
That'd have been cool.
No, the stools is awesome.
pretty neat.
I like that. I like that. I like it. Were they
then
bucket
I got
style
a-
seats?
They were just stools, like bar stools.
Oh, okay.
But
Wow.
it was super cool. Got to tour the racetrack. Got to see some horses racing in their very first race. It was really cool. Apparently, the last day the horses were there for the year. Got to meet their mascot. I don't think I ever met any costumed characters last time I was at Disney. So this is the first costume character I saw in a very long time. But
Wow.
other than that,
What's
not
their
too much in the
mascot?
world of Disney.
A horse? Are you
It is
serious?
Yeah.
Churchill Charlie. Churchill
Yeah.
Charlie.
You know Churchill
horse?
Charlie?
I'll send a photo of Churchill Charlie in our Discord. And if you
Please
want to
do.
join our Discord, you can do that
You
at
already
our
did.
Patreon for patreon.com/Dizneyverse, Dizneyverse for as low as $2 a month.
Yeah. He already did share. He shared all that stuff from the
Oh,
vacation.
I didn't pay attention.
Yeah. Oh, well. Well, then if you weren't paying attention, what were you doing so important then, Ryan?
I did a lot in
Oh,
Disney.
boy.
A lot.
Go
I
ahead.
finally finished Agatha.
Okay.
Ooh.
I haven't started
Oh,
it.
wow.
Yeah, so I'm ahead of you on that.
Is
It's
it
really
worth the
good. It's a
watch?
good. It ended well. It ended
Okay.
kind of in an interesting way. I would say that. Also, I went and saw Moana 2.
Oh, and
Oh.
just give us a little snippet. What do you think?
I liked it. The second half is better than the first half,
Okay.
but I liked it.
Did you know? Did you know
no.
the original Moana was actually it's the most streamed movie on Disney Plus, apparently.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
I thought it was Encanto. Or was that
Nope.
just that year?
I don't
This
know.
is information that
Is
I
this new to
have
me?
from the source. Dane from Big Beautiful Diz told that to me. He said, "Hey, if somebody on your show brings up Moana 2, you can give them this fun fact." And he said he heard it from actual Disney animators that he interviewed in his big documentary Beyond the Glass about animation on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. What else did I do? I did something else. I watched The Santa Claus
Nice.
yesterday. There was something else I meant to say that I did. I don't remember, but that's what I did so far this week in Disney.
Awesome. How would you rank Moana 2 with Moana?
Oh, 7.5.
No, I said with Moana. Like, is it better than Moana?
Oh,
Is it
no,
worse
it's not
than
better than Moana. No, of course
It's not
not. It's a
better than
sequel.
Moana?
No, it's not
Okay.
Frozen. Frozen had a better sequel than original.
Is Tamatoa in it?
False.
He has a song in it in the end
Oh,
credits, but it's
yes.
not.
That's fine.
Oh,
Okay, well,
That's fine.
you'll be disappointed
I
by
just
it.
need a little. I just need a little cameo. It's fine as long as he shows.
Okay,
us-
you just stay past the credits. That's all I'll tell you.
perfect.
okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So he's a
What
top
about you,
5
Chris?
Disney character for me.
Okay.
So for me this week, I did start Agatha as well. Really like the show so far. I'm a few episodes in. The whole cast is just so great.
Mhm.
Loved that. The big thing I did this week, not big thing, but fun thing I did this week was I since it's December now, I was looking through like Christmas Disney stuff to watch with my daughter to just have something on like that was music in the background for her. And I found the Disney sing-along song Christmas version on YouTube, which was fun. I've watched the other ones on there before, but never really paid attention to the Christmas ones because it was never Christmas time. So I watched that. It was really fun while I listened to it, and it's just fun to have those on in the background. Very nostalgic because I grew up watching all those. So that was a lot of fun. It's really cool re-experiencing all this stuff, just forgetting about it and then remembering it all when when I put something on for her. So that was my fun thing I did this week in Disney.
That's cool. That's cool. I did not do too much in Disney. But we did just start watching The Skeleton Crew.
Ooh, I'm
we
really
watched-
interested to watch
yeah.
that. Hearing great things.
Yeah, we watched the first episode. I thought it was really good. My daughter said it was scary, so she doesn't want to watch episode 2, but we're gonna force her to watch it anyways. And my son liked it a lot, and my wife liked it. So I'm looking forward to continuing to watch that. It was good. I liked it. I love the setting it started out in because it started in like the suburbs on like a planet.
Oh,
so
cool.
it's like it's like the suburbs, but it's
Seeing
Star
different,
Wars.
yeah, seeing different
You know?
different areas. That's neat.
Yeah, it was cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching more of that. Other than that, not too much in Disney. I did just watch the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. That is my favorite Christmas special to watch.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
love
great.
that. I love that
Like
movie. I love the
ever?
songs. Yeah, overall, yes.
Oh my gosh.
That is my favorite
Wow.
Christmas special. And
That's
I love
crazy.
the music in it. It's so good. Chris, you had to figure out the
Yeah, I have one more thing to add. You can catch me over on Whatnot at Chris Yob to if you're interested in Star Wars cards. I actually this past week I sold out actually a box of 1993 Star Wars Galaxy cards. So they were a lot of fun. I ordered 2 more boxes of those, and I actually have 4 more boxes of cards, some more modern stuff coming in. I'm going to be opening those in my next streams in the next few weeks. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, you can follow me on Whatnot at Chris Yob. Do a lot of
Wow.
giveaways over there too. So
Yeah. And you are also a co-host of Parents Night Out. If people don't know and are new to Dizneyverse, they don't know. Parents Night
Yes.
Out, check you out. It's adult content.
adult, yes, 18 plus,
And-
not suitable for work, not safe for work. Is it not safe for work or not suitable for work?
I think it's not
Safe.
safe. Yeah,
Safe,
not
okay.
safe for
Well, I
work.
feel like the S
Not
could be
either, to be honest with you,
interchangeable.
it's
And Ryan has a segment on there as well.
Don't say that to me.
What?
Don't say
it's
that
you?
to me.
I
No,
don't say it-
no.
Are you
That's
serious?
fine. You can say it to me. It's fine.
Oh.
I don't care who I offend.
And I edit it, so we're all
we have a
part of
hand
it.
in the pot.
Yes.
I don't even think that's an expression.
Mags,
That's not one.
Mags, are you okay being sophisticated gentleman or no? I don't know if you. It's just
He's actually
separate-
Giles
Giles
Garman.
Garman.
Oh, that's
Giles
right.
Garman
And
is on
our-
that
Garman's
show.
on there.
And our friend Giles Garman's on there. So, there's a lot of Disneyverse in there. So if you're interested in
Pretty much
more
all
adult
in there.
content that has nothing to do with Disney, check them out. Parents Night Out. So this episode 27, is going to be about the movie Santa Claus, the Santa Claus. How old were you guys when you realized that Claus is spelled differently because it's a catch?
Well, let's see. I'm 40 now. I was 39, I think, when I found out.
I was
Spelling's
awesome.
not my thing.
Well, you have a reason. You're dyslexic. I
Yeah.
do not. I'm not dyslexic, and I didn't realize it till like a few years ago. And I was like, "That's why it's called the Santa
The
Claus."
It actually says it in the movie.
Wait,
I
what?
know.
Can you explain this to me? Because I'm today years old since I'm finding this out. What are you talking about?
It's
The
it's the
movie
Santa
spelled
Claus.
wrong.
It's a clause.
Claus.
oh
Santa.
Yeah.
my
It's not
god!
spelled Santa. It's not Santa Claus. It's Claus.
Wait.
Oh,
You guys
Did you not know that,
didn't-
Max?
You guys didn't know that?
I don't look
No.
at the
Mags is
spelling.
a-
I just say
Mags-
it's Santa.
See, Mags has the right look. He's
Well, of course, 'cause
bewildered.
Max can spell things.
Yeah, he's bewildered that we don't know this, that we didn't know this until our 30s, and Chris is just
I'm
now
29,
learning.
so
Yeah,
I am trying to be as polite as I can be here. I'm trying to be
That
nice.
is
I'm
ama-
trying to
wait.
be nice.
Can you explain the spelling between these two? Because I thought it was the same.
there's an E on the end.
I
Yeah, there's an E.
I've spelled Santa Claus with an E my whole
You've been
life.
spelling it wrong your entire life.
Is
Are you
that
sure-
why you said that in the Discord earlier today with an E on?
Yeah, I did. I had no
You didn't
idea.
realize it.
It's like the Dunkin' Donuts paradox, where it's like donuts is now just spelled Donuts.
Wait, is that not how you spell donuts?
Not even close.
No, it's like a G and an H.
It's
in
got
it.
like 17 letters in donuts.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dough in.
Yeah,
And
the
you-
difference
I don't know,
between
you lost me after
Santa.
two letters.
So the name Santa Claus is completely different than Claus, like with an E at the end, because a clause refers to
A
Typically
legal
a-
binding.
No, I
Yeah,
know
no,
that.
yeah,
I just didn't know.
Yeah,
and the name
he
Santa
fell into
Claus
the
comes
Santa
from
Claus.
yeah, Santa Claus comes from the Dutch name for Saint Nicholas, actually,
Klaus.
Sinterklaas.
What
No,
you
Sinterklaas.
is that
Sinterklaas.
is that the correct accent?
Sinterklaas.
Is that
Is that
accurate?
Giles Garman?
Yeah, Gesundheit. I don't know what's going on here.
So, to get into the Santa Claus, we have to start during the early 1990s. Steve Rudnick and wait, hold on.
Redneck?
Is he related to me?
Oh, Ryan, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Before we get into this, let's rate this movie.
Oh,
Oh,
Let's rate this
I'm all
movie.
about this one. Okay.
So, the Santa Claus,
The Santa Claus.
the Santa Claus.
Papa Gicho.
hey, you guys are right. It's there is no E on the end of Claus, guys.
My
Did you
favorite
not watch
line in
Santa
the
Claus
entire
is
movie.
coming to town growing up?
I sing it, but I don't
didn't
spell
spell
it. Yeah.
No, like the movie. The movie.
Why would I look at the title of the movie? I'm watching the claymation stuff.
It plays it on the movie.
I'm 6 years old. I don't care.
I hate this.
Goodness.
Okay. Ryan, start us off. What is your rating for this movie?
Oh, this one's got. This is tough. Do I want to rate it as as a Christmas movie? I guess like out of Christmas movies
I mean, I just rate it as a movie.
as a movie, I would give it like an 8,
Okay.
at least an 8.
Yeah.
To me, it's like top tier Christmas movie. I have to watch it every year.
yeah.
Really?
No, it's good.
Yeah, the only thing that knocks it down is the terrible CGI.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
But it was
time.
94, so you
Yeah.
know.
How about you, Mags?
Oh boy. You guys know I tend to be a little bit harsher on movies.
Oh,
This
harsh on everything.
I like this movie. I do legitimately like this movie, but it's not a must watch for me. I don't think it cracks my top 10 Christmas movies. And
What?
cinematography, mise en scene's nothing to really write home about. But it's an enjoyable comedy.
What?
I'd probably go 5.8.
What?
5.8.
I like it. I like it.
5.8? That's not a
You're getting
I like it
coal this year,
score.
bro.
Do you not recall I gave
5.8?
Heavyweights like a 3?
Did you
Yeah,
really?
Heavyweights is like a solid 7 movie.
Wow,
I
you did
tend
give
to be
Heavyweights
a
Just for
little bit
quotability.
critical. I
That's
do
crazy.
like the Santa Claus, but there's no underlying themes hidden deeper within the film. The characters
It's-
don't
What
represent
do you
anything
expect
special.
from it?
Like my favorite Christmas movie is It's a Wonderful Life, which does have those
That's a
underlying themes, and I think it's a
terrible movie.
beautiful film.
I fall asleep every time.
What did you just say?
Says a terrible movie.
How? It's one of the single best movies I've ever seen.
First off,
He tried to
wait,
kill
which
himself,
one's
right?
which one's a Wonderful Life? That's my first question.
It's the one.
It's the guy that sees a rabbit. Is that the one?
That's Harvey. That's not even a Christmas movie.
That's a Song of the South, actually.
No. Okay, but it's the same guy, right?
Yes, it's Jimmy Stewart.
Is it the one where he falls in a pool and almost dies at a high school party?
That's
Which
he
one's that?
falls
no,
in
it's the one where he
the
jumps
ice
off the
flow.
bridge.
Well, he tries to save his brother as his brother's drowning. He ends up saving his brother's life, loses the hearing in his left ear. Years later, he does jump off of a bridge to, things are going bad for him, but he ends up saving an angel named Claire.
I don't know if I saw this movie, but
I have seen it. It's not great.
I believe Ryan.
Get about
The Santa Claus
Miracle on
is a
30,
much better
the
movie.
original Miracle on 34th
Ew.
Street.
Oh
And
no!
It's a
Ew.
Wonderful Life. Santa Claus
Yeah.
is coming to town. Christmas Vacation are the best Christmas movies.
Vacation's good.
Christmas
Santa
Vacation.
Claus
Okay,
is fun,
yes.
but it does not crack the top 10.
All right. Chris, what's your rating?
As far as like a regular movie goes, 7.2. As far as a Christmas movie goes, like a 9.5.
Well, which one do you want to give
but
me?
You gotta have
Which
to go
one
with
do
the
you wanna
regular
give me?
movie one. That's what
regular
I
movie,
movie,
7.2. 7.2.
Okay.
That's a really, really high score. It would probably realistically get like a 6.5. But it's just like
you have to add a little bit because it is a Christmas
because I'm
movie.
only watching it during Christmas.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
So it's like
I
a good
give-
happy medium.
I give this movie a 7.5. I like this movie a lot. I do watch it every year. It's hilarious. Actually, you know what? I'm bumping it up to an 8. I talked myself into it. It's an
All
8.
right.
It's
an 8.
It's a good movie. I love watching this movie.
Yeah.
If it wasn't an 8, I wouldn't want to watch it every year.
Yeah.
It's a very
And I want to
influential
watch it.
movie. It has made
It's
me
hilarious.
spell Santa Claus wrong for my whole life. I always thought that people were spelling it Claus without an E because they're trying to like that was the fancy spelling, like restaurant with an E on the end. Like I just thought it was like people were just like trying hard. Oh no, it's Santa Claus. And I really thought that it was with an E.
In my opinion, if we're talking Disney Christmas movies, I think Nightmare Before Christmas is better.
No, that movie
Is it a
sucks.
Halloween
First off,
movie or Christmas movie? Do you wanna
That's
go
a
down that route?
Thanksgiving movie, by the way.
It's a Christmas movie.
I
for
always
sure.
put that movie
Thanksgiving
on
movie.
and never enjoy it.
Oh my god.
No,
Really?
I watch,
Yeah.
my son is so into it right now. I've probably
I
watched
love
it
that movie so much.
30 times in the last month.
I think I prefer Muppet and Mickey's Christmas Carols over Santa Claus as well, although those might be a little more.
I put Muppet Christmas Carol a little bit over Santa Claus, but not by much.
I don't think I like the story of A Christmas Carol whatsoever. I think that's why I don't like any of the versions of it. Just depressing.
Yeah, Story Christmas Carol kind of stinks.
Yeah.
7.25 is what we gave it as a group.
I
That's
think
solid. That's solid.
is
Max
solid.
dragged
I-
that down a lot.
I also think it's because I always thought I was going to get polio because of Tiny Tim.
Okay, so back to the actual.
That's a
history of
serious
this movie.
worry that I had as a kid. That was not a bit.
What?
Like,
What?
to this day.
No,
Yeah.
can we unpack this for a moment?
No,
just really
we can't
quickly,
unpack that. I have a lot of history to get to.
terminal illnesses in movies really freaked me out. From anywhere like weird things, like anywhere like I couldn't eat at Applebee's this one time when I was little because I thought I turned into the Apple mascot, all the way to thinking
What?
I would just
What?
get polio from watching. Like I had really bad issues.
Are you Liz from Survivor or what?
So I was diagnosed
Oh,
with
come on.
anxiety 3 years ago. Probably should have been 30 years ago.
Excuse me.
But anyway, I'm
That's
fine
straight
now.
Straight from birth.
I'm fine now. Yeah.
Yes, you are fine now.
I do like when they
Yeah.
get the hen though, like the Christmas hen at the
The
end.
Christmas chicken.
Goose? What is a Christmas chicken?
Ask Maddie.
The goose. Yes, not the hen.
No, she has Christmas chickens where she's at.
During the early 1990s, Steve Rudnick and Leo Benvenuti were making a living as touring comics, but as they grew tired of the road, they decided to work together to try to write a script. After some time of brainstorming different ideas, Rudnick came up with the question, what would happen if you accidentally killed Santa and had to replace him? The duo got to work writing the screenplay, which was then titled Such a Clatter. Rudnick and Benvenuti took their script around Hollywood looking for a company to take a chance on them and their script, which was full of mature jokes and gags. Eventually, the two met with Outlaw Pictures and decided to take a chance on the script, but only if they had made some changes. After Leo and Steve made the changes to the script, they both felt like the new story was terrible. Outlaw took this new script and found a partner in the Walt Disney Company to reproduce the film under their Hollywood Pictures Division company. Even though it was being released under Hollywood Pictures and not Disney, Disney still had changes they wanted done to the script, so Rudnick and Benvenuti had to go back to work. As the two worked on the script, Disney and Outlaw looked for the star of the film. Chevy Chase was offered the role of Scott Calvin, but he had prior engagements, which made it impossible for him to do the movie. Bill Murray was also offered the role, but declined it, not wanting to film another Christmas movie after doing Scrooged. Other actors considered for the role were Robin Williams, Mel Gibson, Tom Selleck, and Tom Hanks. They all would pass on the movie, but luckily at the time, Tim Allen read the script. He decided he would want to offer himself as the lead. Allen called Katzenberg, Walt Disney chairman, who loved him for the role. In November 1992, Hollywood Pictures announced that Tim Allen would star in their upcoming Christmas film, The Santa Claus. Disney was still not sold on the final script, so Disney hired writer Janet Brownell to add more emotion to the story. Then there was a half-year delay as Tim Allen had to finish filming a season of Home Improvement. But after his work on the sitcom was done, Allen invited Rudnick and Benavides to join him on tour so they could all three finish the script and make the character of Scott Calvin fit Allen's brand of humor.
So okay. Would this movie be as good without Tim Allen?
I was just gonna
No.
say Tim Allen
because
didn't
I
exist.
love every movie and every TV show Tim Allen has ever done.
He's the
Like
perfect
Joe Somebody,
casting,
all
yeah.
of them. I love all those movies he's in.
It's like he's always perfectly casted in these roles.
Yeah.
No, yeah. If it was like I read this and go, okay, so Chevy Chase was almost did this. Like he had things that stopped him from doing it. Would not work.
No.
Would not work.
There's one
Same
person on
with Bill
this
Murray.
list.
There's no way.
There's one person on this list that I think would have done as good of a job.
Robin Williams.
No. Tom Hanks.
No.
I think
he's
Tom
on
Hanks would have killed
that
it.
terrible Polar Express
No,
movie.
the thing that makes Santa
it's very
Claus so funny is the adult humor that's underlayment.
Yes, there's a
That's
lot
what makes
of
the movie
it.
so
It
funny.
is true.
There is.
When's the
Adult
last time
humor.
you
You wouldn't
watched
get
it?
it. You wouldn't get it. You're not there yet.
When's the last time you watched Santa Claus, Max?
Oh boy, maybe 3 years ago.
Way to do your
Yeah,
research.
you were still a boy then.
He's the same age as the kid in the movie.
You gotta rewatch it in about 2 more years. I think the underlayment of Tim Allen's point of view, or the way his comedy, which at the time was very crude, his personal comedy, I think that's what makes the movie so funny for adults. Like it's still good for kids because it's entertaining. It's a Christmas movie, but Tim Allen makes it actually enjoyable for an adult.
Yeah.
Tom
I don't think
Selleck?
any of those would have. No, not Tom Selleck. None of them.
Tom
would.
Selleck.
Horrible.
Huh? It would have been horrible with Tom Selleck.
Mel Gibson.
You know who they should have gotten?
No.
Maybe for the first scene.
They should have gotten Orson Welles.
Oh my
Orson
god.
Welles was probably passed away in '94.
Wait, who
He
played
would have come back to
Santa?
life for this thing.
Who played
It's like
Santa in that
Santa
Netflix movie? He was
Kurt Russell.
yeah,
Kurt
he was a
Russell.
that
He was
was a
a good- 'cause he
really
was a good
good
Santa.
portrayal of Santa,
Yeah,
and
I
that
like
was
that
very
movie. That's
that
pretty
was
good.
very Tim Allen-esque.
Yeah.
Like very kind of just like
yeah.
edgy, a little bit, but mostly fun. That would
Mhm.
I think he could have played the Santa Claus a hair worse.
He was basically
than Tim
Ego
Allen.
with a beard.
Yeah, yeah, that
Ego
was a
has
good
beard,
one.
does he not? Does he not have a beard?
Ego had a small beard, I think. A light beard, maybe.
Maybe a real small one. He had a bigger beard as Santa Claus.
Smidge bigger. Yeah. Could you imagine being told to rewrite a script and you rewrite it and you're like, this is terrible. And they're like, we sold it.
It's already gone.
We sold it. We sold what you wrote. You thought was terrible. We sold it. And then the people come back and go, we have to change some stuff. You're like, yeah. Duh.
Remember that terrible script you wrote? They didn't actually like it. We oversold that one
You're
for
like,
sure.
thank God. So the final script they took to executives at Disney still wasn't the one shot for the film. The first final draft, Scott would shoot Santa off the roof with a shotgun, thinking Santa was a burglar.
I heard that.
Scott's son would say, "You just killed Santa," and Scott would reply, "He should have been on the roof when he wasn't invited." Tim Allen thought this was hilarious, but Disney executives did not, and wanted the script to have a softer opening. Tim replied, "You killed all the parents in your other movies." The script would be morphed to make it more of a magical passing of the torch, adding to the wonder surrounding the holiday. With the script approved and Allen fully committed, it was time to find a director, and names like Ron Howard and Steve Rash came up, but Tim Allen kept pushing for John Pasquin to direct the film. John had never directed a feature film, but worked on Alan plenty of times on Home Improvement. Pasquin initially turned down the job, not wanting to do a kids movie, but after his wife read the script, she told her husband it would be a Christmas classic, and he reconsidered the job.
Yeah, Christmas classic for sure. Great insight.
It definitely is. That's for sure a Christmas classic. They made too many of them, but
yes, they made too many of them.
I thought the second one was good. The third one, not
the second
so.
one's good, and then they declined very quickly after that. It really is upsetting since they had Martin Short in one.
Really bad.
I like Martin Short. Really, he's pretty.
I like
funny.
Martin Short, and I like his character in it, but that movie was bad.
Yes, love Martin.
Well, I don't remember it too well.
The second one's not even that great.
I love the second one.
Yeah, really? I did say I liked everything Tim Allen was in, but the later Santa Claus is not so much.
How about the series?
What about the TV show?
I watched some of it and loved it.
It was okay.
Which TV?
But I think I watched like 3 episodes. Yeah.
The Santa Claus is.
Yeah.
So now the search was on for the rest of the cast. Eventually, they would hire Canadian actress Wendy Crewson as Scott's ex-wife. The role of Neil was not so simple. They needed someone able to play the opposite of Alan's comedic jabs. Pasquin considered Jeff Daniels and Stanley Tucci, but would ultimately choose Judge Reinhold for Santa's elves. Pasquin had an idea that was different than most other Christmas films. They hired children to play the role of the elves, with lore being that elves look eternally youthful despite being centuries old.
Mm-hmm.
I think
how about how cool of a name Judge Reinhardt is?
Can we talk about
Reinhold,
how Scott's ex-wife has the worst haircut ever in movie history? She literally has the Lord. Yes, she has the Lord Farquaad haircut.
What are you talking about?
She does.
Wait,
she does. That's Lord Farquaad's hair.
Oh, Scott in the movie. Oh.
Scott in the movie. Not Scott. Not that Scott.
I'm an idiot. Never mind. Cut that.
Yeah, she does. But I think that was a haircut in the 90s.
That was a haircut.
It was definitely a haircut.
Judge
very angular. It's just straight across the back and straight across the front.
Judge Reinhold is amazing in this movie.
He's
playing
so
the
good.
opposite of Tim Allen.
Yeah.
He's actually really good at number 2 as well. But he's really good in this one.
Is he in this? I forgot he was. I haven't seen the second one in forever.
I will say, I really like that they used kids for the elves.
Yeah.
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 It just, normally I hire people like Chris Yob over there, but and did you notice any of the hidden elves in the beginning of the movie?
Yes, I love
they
that.
Followed him throughout the entire movie.
Dude, they're there from day they knew
from day
what was
one.
happening.
They knew it was going to happen.
It up.
Yeah,
they
handed him the shotgun that shot Santa down.
They loaded the barrel. I love watching that movie.
Do you think they're just tired of their boss?
And I'll watch it. I'll be like, hey, that's an elf. And they're like, what? What are you talking about?
Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Yeah, they're sprinkled throughout.
Yeah.
Film production started in 1994 with outside shots being filmed in Toronto and indoor being shot at the Raleigh Studios in Hollywood, California. The film was shot between April and July, causing the crew to have to create a snowy look during the summer. William W. Wilson, the third co-producer of the film, stated that the crew had to create different types of artificial snow, like paper, marble dust, and even potato-based. They even resorted to snow blankets that would slip free during shooting, causing issues. That didn't stop the children on set from being transported to a magical winter wonderland during filming. While Alan was in his Santa costume, the children working on the film would get carried away and ask him questions about the big guy in the North Pole. Alan revealed on the late night show that he would also get carried away, forgetting who he was with, and making inappropriate jokes like saying elves may eat reindeer and that he likes milk and cookies because it takes the edge off of Jack and Coke.
That's a Tim Allen thing for sure.
100%.
It was easy for the kids to forget that Tim Allen wasn't Santa while on set due to his transformed body shape and costume. Alan would have to sit for 4 hours of hair and makeup every morning, including 2 hours at the end of the day for removal. This became almost unbearable for Alan as Toronto was experiencing a heat wave while they shot the movie. And to make matters worse, some of the buildings they shot in didn't have any air conditioning. Dude, could you imagine?
That's not uncommon actually up north.
What? No air conditioning?
Yeah, not many houses up north have it.
I know that part, but I'm saying putting all that makeup on and being in a summer heat. I mean, it's a northern summer heat, but still.
He made a good Santa Claus with the fat suit and the beard, though. Like he looked like Santa Claus,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I guess anybody would have the fat suit and the beard, but great makeup job on him.
Just give me your beard. I'd look.
He has a terrible doctor. Did you know? I think his doctor should have been more concerned that he gained 45 pounds in a week and grow a beard in 45 seconds.
Yeah, no blood.
He's like, oh, you're just getting old. I don't think that's right, dude. Maybe you should send him somewhere to a specialist or something. Keep him overnight.
What
This
if the
co-
doctor was also
in
a
on it,
secret elf, but like
Oh, he's an
older,
elf.
like an old
Oh.
elf?
an elf that
Oh,
lost his magic.
he's a
Yeah.
tall
Yeah.
elf like
He was
Bernard.
the fallen elf. He fell out
Like
from the North
Bernard.
Pole.
Part of the
He
fallen
thought
fallen
he was
elf?
better. He thought he was better than Santa Claus.
part of the
Oh.
fallen elf order.
Whoa,
And then
whoa.
yeah,
I think we're getting into a
kicked
different
him out.
story here.
All this, fat suit, air conditioning, no air conditioning, heat wave caused Alan to break out in blisters.
Ooh.
These factors started to
Oh my
weigh
God.
on Alan physically and mentally. This all boiled over one day while filming the stress test scene, which caused Alan to have to wear some
Hey,
extra
what
makeup
are you
and
talking
prosthetics to show his fake chest and belly. The prosthetics weighed 50 pounds, and the scene was the last of the day to be shot. When Alan was told they had to take another shot by Pasquin, they began to argue, which almost came to physical blows. On days
Whoa.
like these, Alan would often walk off set yelling and swearing.
Can you imagine getting in a fight with Santa Claus or a man dressed as Santa Claus?
I mean, not even dressed as Santa Claus, because at
Like
that point
halfway dressed as him.
he had like a top crop and his belly hanging out, right?
So he's got the padding for the fight.
Yeah. Dude, Alan went through a lot in this movie, and we'll talk about it later. But he went through a lot in this movie with all this stuff, and I can't believe that it came down to like yelling and stuff. Like that's insane.
Yeah, I mean,
Have-
he may have had a bit of a temper on him. I don't know,
I think.
Have any of you ever gotten into a fight before?
like an actual, kind of.
Yeah, like a
as an
Yeah.
adult? No.
And as an adult.
like in life. In life.
As an
Yeah.
adult, no.
Okay,
No.
that's pretty good.
I mean, as a teenager, yes.
Elementary school,
That's
yes,
kind of crazy.
all the time, but not as an
Why?
adult.
Why is that
Dang.
crazy? Max
No,
just
I-
curls
I-
up when there's confrontation.
I guess I don't know. I just try to. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out like what could have happened that led to these fights.
I mean, he's
I mean, he's already frustrated
out.
because he's hot,
Blisters?
he's all covered in
Blisters.
blisters, and I'd be upset too.
he's told he doesn't take. He's like, no, we got the take. We're good. I'm going home. I need to go sit in a chair for 2 hours to get this makeup off of me.
Craziness.
The film finally wrapped to Alan's relief, and Disney executives would eventually start test screening the film. The runtime of the film was 2 hours long, and a good part of that was due to a devoted storyline of Scott's son Charlie and what he did between the two Christmases in the film. Disney execs decided the film was too long and to cut out any scene that didn't have Tim Allen in them, eventually getting the film down to 90 minutes.
Wow,
That's crazy.
it's
Half an
all
hour.
Tim Allen.
It is all Tim Allen.
You're like,
Thank
listen,
God.
if he's not in the scene, get rid of it.
Yeah, really. Yeah, really.
Wow.
Imagine that kid. He's like, I filmed so much, and then
Yeah.
and then he's like, wow, they didn't use any of that.
I hated him in the second movie.
He was pretty bad in the
He
second
was
one.
terrible, kid.
He was so bad they replaced him in the third one.
Did they? I didn't even notice.
I thought he just grew up.
Yeah, but they
Oh,
brought him
so
back in the Santa Clauses.
Yeah, that's right.
So the guy that they got to replace him in the third one, they were just like, "Ha, you're out."
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it happens that way. Look at Halloween Town.
Dang. Okay, shots fired.
The film's
Go ahead. Go ahead.
the film screening was such a success that Disney decided to switch the film from the Hollywood Pictures catalog to Walt Disney Pictures. The film would debut on November 5th, 1994, with the theatrical release being November 11th. The film earned over $20 million over the Thanksgiving weekend and would gross $190 million worldwide. The Santa Claus would become an instant Christmas classic despite the film's mixed reviews. The movie would be nominated for a Kids' Choice Award, MTV Award, and a People's Choice Award, winning People's Choice Award for Favorite Comedy Motion Picture.
I like how they're like, this is successful. Let's release it under Disney instead.
Yeah, really. They're
No,
like,
this is a Disney property.
yeah.
If it failed, it stays with you guys.
What was it originally going to be? It was going to be
Not
is it not Paramount? Is it
Touchstone.
Hollywood Pictures?
Hollywood Pictures.
Hollywood Pictures is like, dude, we have a hit coming out.
Yeah, Disney's is ours.
Oh, dude, you did have a hit coming out. Now you don't. That is funny though. I mean, they did take out all the, they made it a lot neater, I guess, and then they were able to cut out whatever. But yeah, I'm not surprised this was an instant classic as soon as it came out. It's just so hilarious. And and you said the CGI is terrible. Well, for the time, like
Well,
those
it's 94. I mean,
like
I would compare it to Jurassic Park, which for some reason the CGI in Jurassic Park has held up for that long.
that's
I
true.
know.
I don't
Not
know.
CGI,
I watched that
right?
movie and I still cannot
It's-
believe that was 1993,
Well, isn't
94.
it like stop motion and not CGI?
No, it's
No,
CGI,
it's
but they
CGI.
did something different
Oh,
with
was
it.
They did
Yeah,
magic.
I saw a whole video on it.
But like the reindeer, you have an image of reindeer behind you. Those reindeer look
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, they're
For-
animatronics.
Not bad, yeah.
Yeah.
For the most part, they're animatronics. At least Comet. Comet was an animatronic.
The Santa Claus was released on VHS on October 25th, 1995. The movie was released on DVD in 1999. A scene from the film was taken out due to a controversial exchange in the film. Okay, you
Okay,
ready?
let's do this. All right.
A child
More
in Washington
controversy.
State called a number from the film and was charged a bill of $400. The scene is when Scott is given Neil's mother's phone number so he would have it in case of emergency. And Scott replies with 1-800-SPANK me. I know that number. The child called the number and was
Dang.
connected with an inappropriate service. Disney eventually began talks with Alan. Oh, yeah. Sorry. The child called the number and was connected with the inappropriate service.
How long did this kid talk to this person? If he got charged $400,
That's what I
Like,
was
Also, the
they-
saying.
person on the
kept
other
him
end
on the
didn't know to
line.
hang up.
they kept him on the line.
They're like, is your parents around? Or
And Chris, could you dial up 100 spank me real quick to see if
Yeah,
that's still
it's
active?
speed dial 3 on my phone.
Okay.
yeah, it's like, how did he get that much money? Like, how, like, it was like, oh, is Santa Claus there? And they're like,
No,
maybe?
but stay on the line. We're charging you $1.50 a minute.
Just don't hang up, please.
Is that
Like,
Jared
that's-
from State Farm?
It's insane. That's insane. But then they cut it. I get it.
I get it, but like, you're supposed to do 99 or what is it? 999? Is that what the movie numbers start with all the time?
Oh, I don't know that one.
I forgot. Oh,
Yeah, I don't
555.
know.
That's it.
Oh,
555.
really?
Every movie and every TV show phone number starts with 555 because it's not an actual area code.
At least it's not 666.
I was going to say that, but then we were talking about that earlier.
The fallen elf. It's all connecting. It's all connecting.
Disney eventually began talks to Alan about doing a sequel, and Alan made sure to include that the creative team writing the film would have to keep the amount of scenes where Alan had to look like Santa very low. See, so he was like, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
not
do
doing
you
that
blame
again.
him? He was covered in blisters.
Yeah. Santa Claus 2 was released in 2002, with a third movie releasing in 2006, The Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause.
Now, Chris, do you understand how that's spelled?
I don't know how anything's spelled anymore. I don't trust any
Welcome to my
spelling of
world, Chris.
anything.
So the escape clause was actually the first one I ever watched. I remember they showed
Really?
that.
Oh, that you decided to
You-
watch the others?
Well, no, it wasn't a decision. So they showed
Oh,
it to
good.
us as a movie, like at our entire elementary school back in, I don't know, like third, fourth grade,
I thought
and
you were going to say a
then
year and upset me.
no, and then I finally, like, I think when I was in sixth grade, finally watched all through the trilogy. I think because I DVR'd them from ABC Family or something.
DVR.
DVR. I still use a DVR.
DVR.
Nothing wrong with it. Still works. TiVo still
I-
works.
I definitely think the movies are in order of they are. It goes 1, 2, and then 3.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Somebody in chat, I think it was Trent, said 2, 1, 3.
Really?
I can
Yeah.
see 2 sneaking up.
I
but-
can see 2 was really different and really fun. So I get that.
Is that the one where he has
No,
You
cut
broke
out.
up. You cut out.
You cut out.
Oh, is that the one where he has to find a wife?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is why he's
Can you
not
give me some tips?
in the.
Yeah, just
Which I don't think
kill a
there's-
guy trying to break into your house, and it all falls in line.
Which I don't think there's a lot of hidden elves in number 2, like there was in 1.
Oh, I'm sure there's not. Yeah.
In 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, Disney re-released the Santa Claus into 1.5 thousand theaters in November, grossing over $700,000. This prompted Disney to get to work on a Disney Plus series that would be released in November of 2022 called The Santa Clauses. A second season was then released in 2023, but as of recording, no third season has been planned.
You
I don't
said
think there ever will
1.5
be.
thousand theaters?
Yes.
Couldn't you just said 1,500?
I could have.
That'd make it a little bit
I
easier.
don't think there would be a third season of the Santa Clauses because I don't think it was that great. And it's so funny. They're like, "Hey, this movie is still popular. We should get more money from it. Let's make a series."
That's what they do. At least right now.
All right, that history didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. I did not make a game for this episode. That's fine. Giles Garman. You got some stuff for Giles Garman?
Looking it up right now. I spent too long making this background.
You spent all your time on that and you didn't do your job.
It's funny. It's kind of funny.
The history is so detailed that you guys couldn't really interrupt. So
yeah, I know.
It went by quicker than I thought.
There's very little that I'm actually finding from this movie.
What is your favorite scenes from the movie?
Good question.
Yeah, because I know my favorite scene. It is, I think it's the very beginning when he burns the turkey, he shoots Santa, and then they go out to. Oh no, is that different? He burns a turkey. They go to dinner. They go to Denny's, and he walks in, and he's like, he looks over,
bird hand.
the bird hands.
Yeah, that's such a good joke at that.
It's just all dads with their kids, divorced dads with their kids at Denny's.
Wait, Peter Boyle is Father Time in the third one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. I did not know that. He's good in Taxi Driver and Everybody Loves Raymond.
Well, wasn't he in this movie?
Yeah.
The first one? He was in the first one. He was his boss.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah, so he was.
He's the only one from Everybody Loves Raymond that didn't win an Oscar or something like that.
Oh, really? That was. I do love it when he goes to work and he's fat and they're like,
yeah, he's like, what is wrong with you?
He's like, I just want a little dessert. Let me get some ice cream and cakes, whatever.
It's a bee sting. To blame my weight gain on it, bee sting.
How about you, Chris? What is your favorite scene from the movie?
I like when he's shaving and the beard keeps growing back. Like he's just trying to do all this stuff. I love all that part. My favorite scene is actually in Santa Claus 2 with the watch.
What scene is that?
When he has the magic watch and he's trying to do magic and he's running out of time because he's running out of magic because he needs to find a wife. That's my favorite scene, but that's not in the first movie. So
I don't even know what scene you're talking about.
Oh, he's at the school and he goes and he has all the presents and he brings all the presents out for everybody and he's using all his magic up.
He's up on stage.
Yeah, that's my favorite scene in the whole trilogy. Yeah, because and then he, everyone's asking him how he did that, and then that's how Mrs. Claus falls in love with him. Mrs. Claus, I guess, I don't know, falls in love with him. Yeah, that's my favorite scene of the whole trilogy. But the first one, I liked the shaving of the beard and it growing back. That was a fun one.
When he gets all the DHL packages. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
How about you, Max? What's your favorite scene from the movie?
First time that they go to the North Pole is kind of neat. It's very imaginative. It's a very bright, colorful set. There's a lot of different pieces to see there. So I think it's a neat way to introduce this mystical, magical aspect of the film, especially considering that the first portion of the film up until that point is very almost run-of-the-mill, if you will.
Did I ask you, Ryan?
No.
What's your favorite scene?
We'll have two. So when he's first getting to the North Pole and he's getting changed and he's in the room with the puppets and he drops his pants and they both scream. I laugh every time I hear that. And the other one is Papa Gijo. I quote that year round all the time. Annoy my wife with that one. It's just, like Papa Gijo.
There's so many funny scenes, like when he's
a quotable movie. It's pretty good.
When he's sitting and the kids start lining up to be on his lap and he's not even trying to do it.
She's like, I want ballerina slippers.
But like the psychological point of the movie, like they think he's changing himself to make his son like him more.
Yeah, like the stepdad said, we don't know if Charlie spending time with you is the best thing for him. Like somebody tells me that I can't spend time with my kid. We would have had trouble there.
And I think this is a really important time to mention that in the United States, I believe it's like, what's the statistic? 90% of the time, primary custody is given to the mother instead of the father.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's always been that way.
Yep. I just think it's and then at the end when he gets them their gift they always wanted, that's when they finally believe.
Oscar Mayer wiener whistle.
Oh yeah.
He wanted the wiener whistle.
Now that's what I call a weenie.
How is this movie not? How did you guys rate this movie so low? We're naming scenes.
It's every bit of an 8.5.
I mean, it is
because you can enjoy a movie while realizing that you do not consider it to be a great movie. You know,
Hot Rod.
Hot Rod's amazing.
I don't know that one.
Hot Rod is amazing.
It's not an amazing movie, but it's amazing in my heart.
Night at the Museum. Night at the Museum for me. That's the one I.
Night at the Museum is good too.
Yeah.
I enjoy Night at the Museum, but it's not a great movie like Citizen Kane.
Yeah, it's Museum.
Is that the one with Shaq, or is that the one with?
Son of a biscuit, y'all.
Oh, what is that? I think we have a message from Giles Garman.
Why, ho, 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 and Merry Christmas, everybody. Giles Garman here, letting you know about some fun facts about the Santa Claus. And, of course, as we're approaching Christmas, that is a time to be with family. So I have brought my brother, Gerald Garman, here.
Ho, ho, ho! Oh, sorry, just got off the phone with my ex. Hey, guys, how are you? I'm sorry.
Come on, Tim Allen.
I have brought my brother Gerard Garman with me.
Oh God, they're both here.
Hey, how you doing?
Gerard, why don't you answer my calls? This is the first time we've talked in a millennium.
Please lose my number.
Which one of these fell off a roof?
Me,
Gerald.
3 times last week, actually.
Yeah.
How did you know?
That's the way you talk.
Well,
Nope.
Yeah.
Repeat that. Yeah.
Well, I've got some fun facts about the Santa Claus prepared here.
Wait,
Interesting.
the movie?
Yes,
I thought you
movie,
said
Gerald.
find facts on Santa Claus.
Yes.
Gerard, can you believe this guy?
No.
Anyway.
Well, yeah, I can't believe it.
Also, Gerard, I see that the balloons at the parade didn't help your voice any.
Nope. Did not help. It actually made it worse.
All right, well, Gerald, what have you got for us?
Santa once rode a goat. In Scandinavian tradition, before Santa got a sleigh and reindeer, he actually rode a Jule bok or a Yule goat.
A goat?
Did I stutter?
No, not yet.
Well, you know what, Gerard? You are the goat. The greatest of all time.
Wow.
Gerald, how you doing?
You know, it's a hard time for me, honestly. But you know what makes it fun is movies like The Santa Claus. And I don't know if you knew this, but did you know that Tom Hanks almost had this film? Like he almost was Santa Claus. Did you know that?
I did know that. Did you know that Tim Allen had to go back and re-record many of his lines because the bells on the Santa suit were too loud?
Oh.
You know what? I did hear that. I heard it from you last week.
Oh. Did you hear anything, Gerald?
Santa was a spy in World War II. During World War II, NORAD, then called CONAD, tracked Santa's flights for fun after an ad misprinted a phone number, leading children to call military instead of Santa. NORAD still tracks him to this day.
Oh, NORAD. Okay.
Egads. Great balls of fire.
Gerald. You should go back to your advent calendar, man.
I already ate it all.
Well, did you know that 2 of the biggest fans of the Santa Claus are Khloe and Kim Kardashian, who went up to the actor that plays Bernard the Elf and told him that the Kardashians watch it every Christmas Eve?
How is that even a fact?
Any final words for us, Gerard, before I end this horrible train wreck?
Well, in Russia, Santa has a counterpart called
You are Gerald, not Gerard.
Oh, I thought you just forgot the L.
Did you know opening weekend early November 1994, the Santa Claus debuted at number 2 behind Interview with a Vampire?
That was a Christmas movie?
Fascinating.
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie. It snows in the film, I think.
I can see that.
Well, to round this out, I actually did once interview a vampire back in December before, so I guess that's kind of Christmas related. That was my mother-in-law.
Tim Allen had the number one movie. During this time, Tim Allen had the number 1 movie in box office and the number 1 TV with Home Improvement. That's crazy.
Good for him. Good for him. Well, this is not the number 1 segment.
And the number 1 bestseller, Don't Stand Too Close to a Naked Man.
What?
What is it, Gerard?
That's his book. His Tim Allen's New York Times bestseller, Don't Stand Too Close to a Naked Man. I read it every night.
Well,
words to live by.
I have no response for that. So that's all from me, Giles Garman.
Gerard, can you leave more of those mushrooms from behind your shutout for me?
Please go away.
Oh, God.
I ran out.
I don't know how good that is.
I don't remember any
that's
of
fine.
it.
Is it funny? I don't know.
I don't remember any of it. I never remember them. I get too into character. I'm a method actor.
He's method.
Chat, tell us, chat. Is the Giles Garvin segments good?
I just
they die
it will
as much
take
as I
up.
do.
It'll fill up time.
Mopple's here.
Hi.
Mopple's in chat.
Who's Mopple? Hi, Mopple.
Mopple's my sister.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Hi.
Oh, very cool.
All right, facts of urgency. You guys
I'm
ready?
sorry that was the
Oh,
first
no.
live experience of Dizneyverse you've ever seen.
I'm sorry. Walked into that.
You never
Listen.
know where the Garmin segment's gonna go.
I can
The
explain.
more people I add, the more unpredictable it becomes.
Okay, Trent says it's funny for sure. Okay.
Okay.
No,
Thank
I
you,
think it's a
Trent.
lot of people's favorites because it's completely
crazy.
unhinged. Yeah.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh no! What is that?
Santa.
It's a facts of urgency.
Oh.
No, it's a incursion.
Oh, I thought it was Rudolph.
You say that every week. It's a facts of urgency.
It's because I look at my note. You know what?
It's an urgency.
I'm gonna write between facts of urgency incursion, so I never have this issue ever again.
Hey, we only have 5. We're gonna get through these, no problem. We got this.
There's no
Jeff.
way.
We got this.
There's no
We got
way.
this. We got this, boys.
There's no way.
What is it? I'm gonna purposely mess up.
This time I'll not give us 2 minutes.
I was like, this is the longest 30
Not
seconds
once,
of my
but
life.
twice in a row.
It's 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
All right. Whenever you're ready, Ryan.
All right. I like how you guys highlighted other ones here. Okay.
Hold on.
Don't start.
I thought you were starting. Okay.
No. Okay, you ready?
Mhm.
All right. Disney had a no felonies policy in place, but Disney executives decided to lift this in order for Tim Allen to star as the Santa Claus.
During the premiere of the movie, Allen's young daughter loved the film and even cried when Scott had to leave his son. Tim reminded his daughter not to go to school and say, "I'm Santa because I'm an actor."
During early production, Eric Lloyd, who played Charlie Calvin, knocked out his front bottom teeth while playing hockey. He had to wear false teeth to finish the film.
Dizneyverse had a no felonies policy in place, but lifted it
What?
to have Gerald.
Are you serious right now? What?
But
Can we kick him off here?
lifted it to,
We wouldn't have gotten through that
To
last
ex-
one. There's no way.
in order for Gerald Garmin to star.
What are you talking about?
What? Dude, the facts of urgency have one rule, and that is read your line. What just happened?
I thought I was going to say no felons. 'cause
we
he
had
was a felon.
to throw.
Yeah, no felonies.
I had to
No
throw.
felons.
I had to
What is
throw.
it?
I listen. I had to throw it so that people have to join the Patreon to
That's
hear the
right,
rest.
Yeah.
Well, there's 2. We wouldn't have got through all of them, but there's 2 more. And oh man, are they a doozy?
I can't believe the last one. Actually,
Pretty
that seems
crazy,
inhumane. Actually, the last one.
I have been to that location, not to that specific spot, but to the city that is in.
Well, you know what? I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
say. I'm gonna
exciting.
say.
People will
I'll-
not
no,
understand
I'm
what
not
I'm
gonna
saying right now,
I'm not gonna
unless
say
they
it.
join the Patreon.
Can you believe that they lifted it so Tim Allen could be in the film, the no felonies part?
Well, he was fresh out of rehab when he started Home Improvement.
I guess people didn't
Thank
commit
goodness
felonies
for,
until
Iron
after.
Man.
So okay, so at the time Disney was hurting for money, but they still wanted big names. So
Yeah,
they
he was
were
a big
literally
name.
taking people that came out of rehab that nobody would hire anymore. So there's a
He was a
couple
big
actors
name.
and actresses that they took from that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, oh yeah, Tim Allen's one of them. He was
Oh.
just coming out.
What did he do to get into rehab?
Cocaine, lots and lots of cocaine, trafficking cocaine.
Oh, man.
Hence the title of his book.
Yeah, I believe Robin Williams was another one.
Mhm.
Same deal.
Have you ever stood close to a naked man?
Oh, many times.
Only in a mirror.
No, we end it.
I'm not keeping that in the podcast. Get out of here. But hey, can you believe that kid knocked his
Recording
teeth out
stopped.
playing hockey? That's crazy.
No,
Yeah, that's just what
I've never seen a
happens.
hockey player that had all
Yeah,
this.
I mean that's actually not surprised. I mean,
Yeah,
not
it's actually. I'm surprised there's only those.
Could you imagine being a kid and had to wear false teeth? That'd be nice.
Yeah, it would kind of suck.
Yeah, it would. Hey, chat.
The Mighty
YouTube.
Ducks type stuff.
Thanks for watching us this week. Thanks for watching this
A
episode.
little bit of a shorter one.
For
But
those of you who
Yeah.
are not part of the Patreon, if you're not a patron, have a very Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Safe travels.
Are there any numbers? What?
the number is 1-800. I thought you were gonna say that.
How
Spank.
quickly
Yeah.
can I find one of you guys' phone numbers to say on YouTube?
Mine is 856-247-3562. I said that too fast to even make that up.
Yeah, it's over.
Good luck to whoever
That's
has that
over.
number.
We just got done recording.
Cool thing about this
All right.
Mopple though is you can actually rewind it and then comment like you're watching it live, and Alex is going to be forced to respond to every one of those comments. I'm gonna,
Yeah, we may.
I'm gonna hold him to it.
You know, speaking of holding Alex to things,
Nope.
I think a great Christmas gift this year would be your lip sync of Mamma Mia.
God. Oh my gosh.
Merry Christmas, Jackie.
We'll
Okay,
see you next week.
you know what,
Jackie.
Mags? I'll work with you on this, and we'll figure it out together.
Work
And-
with me? Do I have to go down to Florida to do this? Hey, thanks,
No.
Jack.
Whoa, you just dox his address?
Wow.
Wow.
Nobody knew he's from Florida.
No.
Speaking of which, I will
They
say,
don't have ginger.
Remy edited an episode of Remy's Roundtable. He
Uh,
said my home state, and I was like, hey, could you cut that out? And he actually cut it out.
Wow.
he did?
He didn't know how to merge audio.
see you, Taylor.
He knows how to merge audio now.
He learned. Must have Googled it.
Yeah, I don't
actually-
care if people know.
It's actually really funny. It's weird because I keep thinking you could see me because since I video chat with Alex a lot, that is really funny.
Yeah.
All I want for Christmas is Mamma Mia. It's a cheap gift.
Here we go again.
Wow.
Speaking
Also,
of which,
$5 bin.
but also
Walmart.
unrelated, did we still want to do 2 episodes on December 19th, or do we want to do one the 19th and one
I'm
the
good
26th?
the day after.
Because
I'm good to 26.
I can do the 26th. I'll be in a hotel room, but I can do that.
Yeah, I can do the
Oh,
26.
remember what happened last time?
I know, but I'll have a microphone this time.
Oh, that's right. You don't have to yell.
I should be fine for the 26th. But if
Nobody
I'm not,
has
the
anything
three of
going
you
on
guys
the day
will be
after
here.
Christmas.
I know, that's what I'm thinking too. It's usually the day before and the day off, and then
Yeah.
Mhm.
day
That's what I was
after.
talking to my wife about it today. She's like, do it the day after. It's not like we have anything going on.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, that's a good point.
Should be good. Should be good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
All right, fellas.
In that
Happy
case, we will
belated.
do
ha-
Pop Century that day.
happy belated birthday
Birthday
to
to
your
your belated
belated
grandma?
grandfathers. Oh,
No,
that's a
God.
All right, and everybody watching on YouTube, on behalf of all 4 of us, we love you with all of our hearts.
Oh, don't say that.
Ryan
It's too
actually
strong.
told me to say that before.
It's too strong.
Love
I'm
you
not coming
guys.
across that strong.
Dizneyverse